All right. Let's start with the NFLPA survey. Now, you might be thinking, well, hold on just a damn minute. First of all, let's all calm down.
Okay.
But you might be like, I thought they said they couldn't do that anymore. Well, they couldn't have the comments anymore.
That's right, yeah.
But
you told us that.
That's right. But the grades, they still got released. Did you see which team was the best at all the categories? And then I can break down, if you like, the
Seattle
Cowboys
Seahawks
grades. The Seattle Seahawks were not in the top 3 for the 3rd consecutive year. It is the Miami Dolphins who won the survey, with the Vikings finishing 2nd overall, followed by the Washington Commanders in 3rd. Is that who you think about as the best of the best?
Didn't the Dolphins coach get fired and their whole staff got removed and their GM got fired this year? Maybe that's why they were so excited. Maybe the players were like, this is actually awesome. They're making some good moves here.
Oh, man. Okay. Interesting. I didn't really consider that. Now, for the Dallas Cowboys, do you want to know how they did? Would you like to know all of their grades?
I would.
Good, because if your answer was no, I was going to be like, oh, crap. They finished 10th out of 32. Now, as we go through this, I want you to notice, or I guess I'm curious, do you think we excel at the things that are less relevant?
Okay.
And not the things that are more relevant to the football itself? Treatment of families, A.
Oh, that's nice.
4th place. Food and dining area, B+, 11th.
Because you know why? They have to food and dine with the media. And who wants to answer questions while you're standing in line waiting for your
You're probably not
Jell-O
allowed
snack?
to ask questions. Don't you think they have some sort of rule?
Oh, I can't stand there and be like, what's up?
I meant like football.
Do you like orange or green Jell-O?
But I would argue both of those are not relevant, particularly to football. However, your nutritionist...
These guys gotta eat.
That's true. But your nutritionist and dietitian, perhaps more relevant to football. B+, that's 17th.
Nutritionist?
Yep. So the middle of the pack.
All right. I wonder if that nutritionist has some say in what's going on in that cafeteria area, you know?
Probably, right?
Like, hey, guys, can we eliminate some of these Lunchables?
Sure.
And guys are like, but we love Lunchables.
As long as they don't get rid of the Uncrustables, I feel like that would really cause a...
Those are just for the calories,
mutiny.
you know?
Yeah. The locker room. Cowboys get an A. They're 6th. Woohoo! But I want to focus on something else.
It's a nice locker room.
Training room and training staff. We would all agree, pretty darn important for football, right?
Don't care about the training room. The staff on the other... And this goes back...
I get you.
That goes back to Parcells. He was, turning it down to 24 degrees, being like, you don't need to be in here. I want it uncomfortable.
Do you think Parcells would work in today's NFL for a long time?
If you gave him power.
Okay.
I mean, he... Very probably similar to Jimmy, where he has a small window that he can work within.
Yeah.
And if you want to win, then you get that opportunity. But if you're going to be lazy bum, then no.
Okay. But both their training room and their training staff got a C.
Staff's interesting.
That puts them at 27th for training room, which I know you said not as important. But training staff, that puts them at 30th.
I wonder why. Well, and... injury after injury after injury, and you're kind of concerned when it comes to your secondary players and how
I feel like a lot of Cowboys fans are super concerned about our training staff.
Yeah.
And then when you see, and I think last year it was like, 80% of the players participated in this. When you see that, and you see that we got a grade of C, which is 3rd to last in the entire NFL. I'm not kidding about this. Does that give you cause for concern? Because the fans are already concerned about how much it feels like our players get injured, and then the players themselves are like, I don't think our training staff is that good.
Yeah, no, it is a little bit concerning for sure.
Weight room and strength coaches. Important?
Weight room, because of all the windows.
Uh-huh.
I can see how that's strength coaches. I feel like they're all right.
Okay. That got an A-,
Good.
and a B+.
All right.
Team travel, don't care about that as much. They got a B-, not so great. Now, head coach and owner. What grade do you think the head coach and the owner got for this?
A- for the head coach.
Okay. The head coach gets an A.
Okay.
And the team ownership gets a B. Does that feel about right to you?
Yeah. Yeah. The owner wants to win. He has a desire to win. He pays a lot of money. I understand he gets in the way of a lot of things that would make things easier for other people. But he does a really good job of making sure that he's present around what the players are doing. And so I think that's good. I think when it comes to the head coach, like this is he's a really good team player. The players love him. They seem to really all get along with him. He put the offense in a really good position to succeed last year a lot of times. And he said, we got to go make some sweeping changes immediately on this defensive side of the ball. And he's pushed the front office to do so, and the front office got out of the way.
So when you hear all of these grades, I know obviously the training staff stands out as being not good whatsoever. But the rest of it, do you feel pretty good about this? They finished 10th. They finished in the upper third. That feels fairly positive.
Yeah, man. Yeah, the Cowboys that's a positive thing there for them. For sure. I like this.
Okay. Anything else?
Everybody should want to play here now. You know? Even Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen.
No, we're not doing that again. Which is weird because don't you feel like the top three were the Dolphins, the Vikings, and the Commanders? I don't feel like I usually hear people clamoring to play for those franchises.
Good point. The Dolphins, that's a very interesting approach that you got on them. The Vikings, they've seemed to be a place where things are going pretty good, but can they find a quarterback to help them out? Like, that's the only thing. And then the Commanders, I think that's an interesting thing because new ownership comes in and everybody's excited about this, right? Like, everybody's excited about what he's trying to do, and he's pushing for lots of new things and the new stadium that they're going to build. Like, I think there's a lot of excitement boiling about that right now.
Are there any other teams that you would want to know about in the survey?
Where are the Giants on this?
Okay, so you want to focus in on
the NFC East.
Okay.
We'll figure out whoever the next team is after that.
The Giants, 20th out of 32 teams. So some spots where they lost a lot of points. Head coach, team ownership. Now, this would have happened before Harbaugh came along. And even then, they gave the head coach a B+. That was just really low comparatively for the rest of the league. Then they're low for weight room, training room,
so you're saying that
room.
Generally, most of the teams like their coaches?
Yes. Like I said, if a B+ is, that low, feels like in general, they did pretty damn good.
No, and I think you're dead on with that. I guess my question on that is, why? Is it because players feel like their coach is a good protector from all the other things? I'm always interested in why people want to they vote for a guy like that in a positive way. They're afraid he's going to make them run laps.
I mean, maybe?
Yeah.
All right, do you want the Eagles or the Commanders next? Remember I told you the Commanders were good?
Well, you said the Commanders were top 3, so I'm going to go with Philadelphia. Let's see how they did.
The Eagles are 22nd
Gross.
Out of 32 teams. And the interesting thing that stands out on this one, if you care about such things, treatment of families, C-. That was 27th in the league. Locker room, D+. 25th in the league. Strength coaches, 28. Team travel, which I bet has something to do with treatment of families as well. F.
Oh, really?
Tied for, well, you probably guessed it, last.
No wonder they didn't get back to the Super Bowl. Do you think A.J. Brown was the only one that voted from the Eagles?
No.
He's just like, I hate this place.
That would
tank
be...
it so hard.
No, that would be...
No, it was Jalen Hurts.
Probably so. Dude, I really enjoyed it. What was it? Who was I listening to? It was from our station. The conversation about Jalen Hurts is he makes so much money, and he knows he's untouchable. and he'll just go out and do whatever he wants on the offense, even though they draw it up a certain way. And nobody says anything to him about it because they know he's the quarterback. And so that's what the real problem in that locker room is.
Now for the Commanders, they excelled in strength coaches, team travel. Head coach got an A+. And then their team ownership got an A.
Everybody seems to generally like Dan Quinn.
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
Just anybody that's ever played for him, he connects with them so well. They always seem to like Dan Quinn for whatever reason.
So they did good, or they did well at those things. Their locker room and weight room did not go particularly well for them.
No,
they did not get. I don't know. I'm not familiar with their locker room so much, so I cannot necessarily answer.
What about the Bengals, Kevin? The mighty Bengals of Cincinnati.
Do you really want to know about the Cincinnati Bengals?
I need to know why Joe Burrow isn't back in the Super Bowl.
All right. Well, you know what I just learned on here? I did not realize that this grade was offerable. Treatment of families, F-.
Okay.
I swear that's what it says from the NFLPA's own website. F-.
They say, hey, when you show up in Cincinnati, you leave your family in Cleveland.
Cincinnati is easily, you know what? I'm glad you brought this up. They're easily the most confusing report card. They are dead last in treatment of families with an F-. Their food and dining area got an F. Both of those are last. Their nutrition and dietitian is also last. However, locker room, 3rd. Training room, 6th. Training staff, 4th. And then team ownership gets 25th. So
the treatment of families kind of makes sense because remember the whole to-do with Boomer Esiason whenever they were doing that game to honor their Ring of Honor, and they're like, yeah, here's where you can book your own plane and get your own hotel room. We recommend you stay here.
Yeah, send the PJ, bro.
Yeah, like, set me up.
Private jet.
Yeah.
What you're saying.
Are you? Don't you feel a little silly that you questioned me wanting to go to the Bengals?
I do.
Did I know that was the case?
Did you know
no,
that was the case? Oh, okay. I was about to be like, hey, good call then.
But we know the Bengals over time. Like, we've observed them over time, and somehow we always hear they're able to do something with little. And that sounds pretty accurate right there.
It is remarkable looking at some of these things, how many locker rooms did poorly. Arizona Cardinals, F-. Cleveland Browns, F-. Broncos, F. And then the Miami Dolphins and the Vikings both got an A+. And like I told you, the Commanders got an F. This is all freaking over the place. And then from the 214, how come I haven't got a breaking news notification about the Chiefs trading Mahomes to the Cowboys? No.
Hasn't happened yet?
No, and it's not going to happen.
They just gave Pickens the franchise tag, so
it's not going to happen either.
Allegedly.